Dante Greco.
Dante is a really smart guy.
Ladies love Dante.
He's not got his hair. Look at that face. What's your name? In case you...
Dante Greco.
Dante was me, yours truly.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
Me too.
Welcome to the Dante Greco Show. It's Friday. You gotta get down on Friday. What's up? We're here. We're talking about so much in the news. A lot of tech stuff today. Tech and futurism. Elon Musk got the FDA approval for human clinical trials in his Neuralink brain implant. There's this weirdo tech mogul who's using his own son's blood to stay young. And of course, Budweiser is making yet another laughable, over masculine attempt to win back their customer base, and much, much more. We're going to talk about it all here on the Dante Greco Show. Hello. Thank you for joining us, Danielle. Appreciate that. This is Evie, my fiance, my co-host.
Hey guys, I'm happy to be back. How excited. This show is so juicy today.
Absolutely. All right. So let's get right into Elon Musk. Okay. I wanted you to be here today because you're more, you have more experience in the tech world than I do, certainly.
Over a decade in tech.
Yeah. So he finally got the FDA approval.
Ooh.
I don't know if this means, hey, Elon, because it's not clear from the article. Elon, you can now put a microchip in a human's brain. I don't think it's quite there yet, right? Because that would likely kill someone.
I think it's being testing a lot in monkeys and chimps, which is kind of inhumane and crazy. And imagine how many animals die. I just watched the chip or what is it?
Chimp.
The Chimp Empire on Netflix. Great show about chimps. They're so cute and smart and lovely and empathetic. And I'm thinking about them being tested in like Texas, putting like chips and have their brain exploded. I don't know about this chip thing.
Yeah, that's a hard, Elon, wealthiest man in the world, innovator, creator, putting us in space, creating flamethrowers for the home.
And Teslas.
But like, I don't know. Like, how do you quiet your conscience to be like, yeah, I'm fine with dozens of chimps being horribly maimed, experiencing excruciating pain, and likely being killed in the pursuit of this. I mean, it's just something that normal people like myself have a tough time reconciling, right?
Me too. Like, I could never go to bed thinking about how many monkeys I killed today in the lab.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't know. Maybe he takes some good melatonin, or they do like the Michael Jackson thing, like that he calls a doctor, they give him some IV stuff, and he just go to sleep with that, heavily medicated on an oxygen chamber, a Tesla oxygen chamber. That's how I imagine he goes to sleep. He goes in his chamber, like, shh, something closes up out of like a capsule, like a Star Trek thing, like, shh, and it's oxygen. It's like, shh. And he goes to sleep like a vampire, like, my brain must rest.
Well, yeah, I mean, he probably does. I'm sure he's doing it. Like the tech mogul that we're going to talk about. All of the Silicon Valley billionaires are obsessed with the extension of life. I was reading something online. It used to be that the billionaires would compete for, creating grand works of architecture or foundations, or, how they could influence society that way. These days, it's all about how do we stay alive, because it's so great being a billionaire. And like, if there's reincarnation, imagine you die and then you got to start all over and hope that you're going to, capture billions of dollars again. And you don't even know what time frame or what kind of a world you would reincarnate into. So I understand the wild pursuit of avoiding the end of life. As far as Elon, I just wanted to say one thing about thinking about the chimps and the experimentation. I was reading an article about him, how he loves to talk to his friends about the benefits of hallucinogenic mushrooms and MDMA, and we saw him smoking weed on the Joe Rogan Experience, of course, a few years back. That's what would freak me out. In those moments when you're under the influence of the drugs and they've taken some kind of hold in your mind, and then how do you quiet the screams of the chimps that are being experimented on. Because like if you're sober or even if you're drunk, you can like push that stuff out of your mind. If you're on shrooms or you're especially high on weed, you're gonna start thinking about that. Yeah. Can you do that again? Yeah, and then just like a drill, like into a fucking monkey's brain.
I'm the voiceover for the Netflix show. I got my IMDb credit in bananas.
Exactly. So I just it's tough to deal with. I'm sorry, you were gonna say something.
No, I think the CEOs are obsessed over living forever, firing people, and just getting young blood. I don't know what's going on with the world, but something is really messed up going on here. It's like the evil, like, I don't know, like how to say, like the superhero, like what's the name of the enemies of the superhero? What's the name of it? Villains.
Villains,
the tech villains got all together and they're like, we're going to space, we're gonna live forever, and we're firing 10,000 people every quarter.
Yeah, right. Well, let's read the article. Human trials are set to start soon for Elon Musk's brain chip implants after his company gained FDA approval on Thursday.
What is that picture?
This?
Wednesday Addams from OnlyFans.
It's just one of those weird ads. Remember her? Wait till you see her now. Except it's like very clearly a sex doll or something. Like, how much different do you think it's going to look? A little bit more worn down?
I don't know. Let's just keep going.
Stickier.
Focus to the topic.
The project aims to restore vision and mobility by establishing a direct connection between the human brain and computers. So I like that. We all know that that's not where the project is going to stop. I mean, Elon wants this thing to connect your brain to the internet, basically, so that like knowledge is no longer a
part
concept.
of you.
It'll just be, Googling or Binging or whatever. You're going to get all your information is just going to be in the cloud.
Oh my God. Remember when you were employed, did you sign like something that everything that you created is property from the company? It's called like a property, like intellectual property thing. Yeah. So for example, if you started a company or find something that's outside work somehow and they find out while you're employed, your employer can claim that that's their finding, even though they didn't do shit for it. Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting. So you sign that, but very rarely they kind of come for you for it. Only if you're like a very genius person that they do that. They come for you. They wanted the money from your company. They claim it's their company. But now if your brain is always online, are you going to be the owner of your own thoughts?
That's a great point.
Are you going to be, are your dreams going to be turned into motion picture? Are your ideas are going to be stolen for the future?
Will anything be, will you own anything, even mentally? And then also, what does this do for the whole privacy argument? We're already having talks about what is the future of privacy. Will there be any privacy in the future, or will everything be online and available to be seen and everyone can just access everything about you?
It's already like that.
And your thoughts, especially. But now if you got a microchip in your head and everyone's going to have to get one because you don't want to be left out. It's like not having a smartphone today, are you really even competing in the world?
Or maybe like the kids of the future to be able to use a hospital facility when they're born, the way they're gonna, how the kids are forced to be vaccinated. Yeah. Maybe in the future, when you give birth, your kid will be forced to be microchipped. If you have your kid from your body, like sometimes people are even thinking in the future, kids are just going to be born out of those. Have you seen like the video, the baby machine factory in Dubai or whatever that they want to create? Imagine, in order for you to have a baby, reproduce yourself, the requirements, vaccines immediately, and also the microchip in the brain. Otherwise, your kid is not going to, otherwise you're not going to be able to have a kid. It's going to be a requirement. I'm pretty sure it's going to be something that you cannot run out of it.
But think about this. How great will it be for parents if your kids have a microchip and then you never have to sit there and be like, did you do your homework?
Maybe it's going to be, no, did you download?
Already know everything.
No. It's going to be like this. Did you download your homework in your brain? Shove this pen driver in your ass right now, little Johnny, so you can learn math. I don't want to shove the pen driver in my asshole, mommy. You got to do it right now.
How horrible would it be if they found out that was the only way to like do a hard reboot? Like they had to stick a driver up your ass.
I think that's just going to be, it's going to be like that. But
what if there's no Wi-Fi where you are? I don't know.
look, one thing I'm saying, it's really creepy. It's creepy that they're gonna own your thoughts. It's gonna be like that movie Minority Report. Isn't like the Minority Report where the person can predict your thoughts and your crimes based on what you're thinking and your dreams? It's like collected by some weird.
They're already.
thing.
I think they're already working on that with AI, like predictive crime technology. That will happen even way before Neuralink becomes a common thing. The project, so as it said, it aims to restore vision and mobility by establishing the direct connection between the human brain and computers. I like that. For people that are paralyzed, for people that are blind, they're going to try to fix that. Like I bet Stephen Hawking,
he will love that.
Yeah, he probably wishes he was alive for many reasons, but especially for this reason.
Yeah.
Are we slowing down over there? Hold on, I'm sorry. Can you turn the volume up on that? I want to see, like, can people even hear what the hell we're saying?
I muted.
This is so annoying. Okay, we need better internet. Spectrum, you suck. The Neuralink device is about the size of a large coin and is designed to be implanted in the skull with ultra-thin wires going directly into the brain. I mean, yeah, there's no easy way to do that, right? Unless, what, they're going to shoot it up your nose, maybe?
I think people can hear us.
Or is it going to be in the skull?
I think people cannot hear us.
Can anybody hear? If anybody's watching, can you tell us, can you even hear what we're saying?
Leave a comment.
Don't tell me this thing's all messed up. I think that's your computer.
No, you can hear it. Say something.
Yo.
Nope.
No, don't tell me that. Why would this thing be muted?
And this was like the best show we ever made.
Seriously.
Come on.
I don't think it's muted. I think that's your computer. Hold on.
Let's try to do it. Let's try to do my phone.
Sorry, everyone. We're having technical difficulties.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Hey guys, we're testing. No, it's working. It's my computer. Guys, we're testing.
This is just horrible.
Technical difficulties, but we're here. We're back. Let's talk about all those interesting
Cut out of the
things.
replay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me change the definition. Maybe it's too high of a definition. 1080p. Can't broadcast in that. Okay. All right. Like, what's the point if you can't even hear us? The Neuralink is designed to be the size of a large coin. So what is that, like a 50-cent piece? A Kennedy? And they're going to stick it in your brain with ultra-thin wires. The company hopes to utilize these implants to treat conditions such as paralysis and blindness. Yes, absolutely. While Neuralink has not yet revealed its immediate plans for participant recruitment, the approval marks a significant milestone. So yeah, this is a very momentous day in human history, even if we don't realize it yet. 50 years from now, this will be seen as like massive. They approved it. I mean, this is like future stuff. This is like really 50, 60, 100 years ago. This is what they envisioned in the future, having a microchip in your brain. And here we are. And it's like, no one even cares, really. It's not anywhere close to being the top story on any outlet right now. It's kind of like, remember when in like the 60s, Star Trek or other TV shows would show you a world where you could talk to people on video. And then FaceTime came out and people like it, but it's just like, whatever.
Yeah, it's like probably like Hollywood made so many cool movies already about this topic that people are not surprised. Even though it's fictional, people are like, well, we're expecting cars to start flying because we saw that at the Jetsons or whatever, the show when you're a kid. You're like, I've seen that in movies before. So like, I don't know what's going on. It's time for have this going right now. You don't have to, like people are not really, I don't know, impressed. Now,
who would be? Yeah, exactly. It's always turns out to be kind of a letdown. Who would be willing? God, I can't stand. Like, is this thing? This thing is so slow for some reason right now. The internet is so slow that I see us freezing every couple of seconds. Who would? Okay, I might have to stop the broadcast and start over. It's driving me crazy.
We're gonna have to start.
We're gonna stop the broadcast. We'll be back.
Guys, come back, please.
We'll be right back.
This is a great show today for you.
Yeah.